Hello everyone. The session is 24, 25 and 26. The topic is techniques of performance appraisal, that is continued. The second techniques, which we call it as judgmental performance appraisal methods. This is a second technique we can measure the performance appraisal of the employees. In industrial organizations, psychologists must find some way to assess the merit of person's work, not by counting or keeping a precise record of output, but also observing a work behavior over a period of time and rendering a judgment about its quality. To determine how effective or ineffective an employee is, we must ask the people who are familiar with the person and the work, usually a supervisor, but sometimes colleagues, subordinates, and the employees being evaluated. So, this is a judgmental performance appraisal methods. Mainly, there are 8 methods we can use in judgmental performance appraisals. Those methods are written narratives, second one merit rating techniques or rating scales, third one ranking techniques, fourth one paid comparison technique, fifth one forced distribution technique, sixth one forced choice technique, seventh one behavior anchored rating scale or which is known as bars, BARS bars, eighth one behavior observation scales or BOS bars. So these are the 8 methods mainly we used in judgmental performance appraisal methods. So coming to the first method, that is written narratives. So what is written narratives? Some organization used to written narratives, which are brief essays describing employee performance. To appraise performance, most also apply numerical rating procedures. So although both narrative and rating approaches are subjective, the narrative technique is more prone to personal bias. An essay written by supervisor can be ambiguous, misleading when describing an employee's job performance. In an attempt to reduce the ambiguity of personal bias, various merit rating techniques have been developed to provide the greater objectivity of judgmental performance appraisals. So here, then in previous technique, objective performance appraisal, we have studied essay type method. But here, the written narratives, they have to write the organization, write the narration of the brief essay type employee performance. That is also useful for evaluate the performance appraisal of the employee. This is the first technique we can use in judgmental performance appraisal. The second technique we can call it as a merit rating techniques or rating scales. So merit rating is designed to yield the objective evaluation of the work performance compared with the established standards. This is very important. Performance appraisal technique in which supervisors indicate how or what degree a worker possesses each relevant job characteristics known as rating scales. If they take highest rating or lowest rating, based on that we have to evaluate the performance appraisal of the individual. So that is called as a rating scales. Here rating scales also called as a gradings. It consists of several numerical scales representing job related performance criterion such as dependability, initiative, output, attendance, attitude, all those comes under. Based on that we have to give the rating. Each scales range from the excellent to poor. We have to rate for the excellent to poor. Based on excellent or poor, assess the employee behavior of in organization setting. So that is called as a here they have given example here. Excuse me, example here. So to rate the work quality based on the observation of the worker's performance, supervisor expressed the judgment on a rating scale such as following. The working in the example has been explained slightly above average level of the task. Here I had given 1 to 5 rating. So 3 is the average rating, 5 is the excellent rating, and 1 is the poor rating. If the employee will get 5, he has a excellent performance in the job. Based on that we have to evaluate the performance appraisal of the employee. So ratings popularly evaluating performance for two reasons. One is the relatively easy to construct. The second one is attempt to reduce the personal bias. So easy, it is very much feasible for evaluate the performance appraisal of the employee. So here the advantages is it is adaptability, easy to use and low cost Every type of job can be evaluated, and large number of employees also covered. No formal training is required. But disadvantage, when come to the disadvantages, it includes rater bias that also mislead to the rating of the ra- rating of the individuals. So that is very important. The next technique we can call it as a ranking techniques. In the ranking technique, supervisors list their workers in order from highest to lowest or best to worst on specific characteristics or abilities and overall job proficiency. So based on the highest to lowest, lowest to highest, they have to give the rank for that. Based on that, they can compare the all the employees performance. Based on that, they can evaluate their behavior or job performance as in rating. So that is the ranking technique. The fourth technique we can call it as a paid comparison technique. So under for paid comparison technique, requires that each worker be compared with the every other worker in the work group or section. So which is known as the paid comparison technique. It is similar to ranking and the result rank ordering workers, but the comparative judgment is more systematic and controlled. Comparisons are made between two people at a time and judgment is made about which of the pair is superior. So based on the superior and inferior of the employee, comparison between two people performance, so give the ratings for that. That is called as paid comparison technique. So that is also very important. The next one we can call it as a forced distribution technique. This is our fifth one, forced distribution technique. The forced distribution technique is useful with the somewhat larger groups. Supervisors rate their employees in fixed proposition according to predetermined distribution of rating. So this is a forced distribution technique, a method which forces the rater distribute the ratings overall performance of an employee, known as the forced distribution method. Group wise rating is done under this method. This method is suitable to larger organization, but individual traits could not be appraised under this method. Example, a group of workers doing the same job would fall into the same group as superior, at and above average, below average and poor. So based on the work, they can assess the poor, below average or superior, like that. That is called as a post distribution technique. So next one we can call it as a forced choice method. Forced choice method or forced choice techniques also very important. So forced choice technique prevents the raters from knowing how favorable or unfavorable the ratings they are giving their employees. So it can be prevents in that. So in forced choice technique, raters are presented with groups of descriptive statements and are asked to select the praise in each group. The best describe an employee and the least describe an employee. The praises within the each group are designed to appear equally in the positive or equally negative. So based on the employee, best and least are positive and negative. Based on that, they can evaluate the performance of the appraiser. So that is also very important. Forced choice technique. Here a series of group statements are prepared positively or negatively under this method. Both these statements describe the characteristics of an employee, but the rater is forced to tick any one of the statements either out of positive statements or negative statement. Based on that, they assess the employee behavior. For example, uh, if the supervisor asks the employee, asks to the question to employee, which of the following describes you best? I am going, I am outgoing, I am work hard. This is the format one. In second example, which of the following describes you best? I am outgoing, I work hard. So based on that point rating, which is the, so they can ask negatively and positively. Based on their option, they can evaluate, the supervisor or authorities have evaluate the performance of the employee. So this is called as a forced choice method. So next, coming to the behavior anchor rating skill. This is also very important, behavior anchored rating skills. So this is called BARS. BARS means behavior anchored rating scale. So performance appraisal technique in which appraisers rate critical employee behaviors, known as BARS. So give the critical employee rating, so that is known as the BAS, behavior anchored rating scale. It attempts to evaluate the job performance in terms of specific behavior that are important to success or failure on the job, rather than the terms general attitudes or factors, communication skill, cooperation, common sense. So which is most effective? Either what is the causes of failure or causes of success, based on that they have to assess the behavior of the individual. The BAS items can be scored objectively, indicating whether employee displays that behavior. Selecting the scale degree which employee displays that behavior also very important. That is the BAS or behavior rating scale. So here the problem of judgmental performance evaluation, inherited and traditional methods performance evaluation led to the organization. They can go for the behavioral anchor rating scale in 1960. The advantages is helps overcome rating errors. The disadvantages is suffers from the distortions inherent most rating techniques. So this is also one of the major techniques assessing the performance appraisal of the employee. Seventh one, the last one is we can call it as a behavior observation scale, or BOS. We can call it as a BOS, behavior observation scales. In the behavior observation scale approach to performance appraisal, employees also evaluated the terms of critical incidents. So it is similar to the critical incidents. The BOS appraisers rate the subordinates frequency of the critical incidents as they observed to occur given period. The ratings should be 5-point scale. The evaluation yields total score of each employee and obtained and in the ratings and each critical incidents. So based on the 5-point rating scale, how they reduce the critical situation and success in the job, based on that they have to give the 5-point rating scale: 1 2 3 4 5. 5 is the highest, 1 is the lowest. Based on that they can assess the performance of the employee. So these are the techniques, 8 major techniques we can use in the judgment performance appraisal methods. So next, coming to the revision sections. Under revision second, the second main techniques used in performance appraisal is judgmental performance appraisal methods. So it has 8 methods. The first one, written narratives. Second, merit rating scales. Third one, ranking techniques. Fourth, paid comparison technique. Fifth, forced distribution technique. Sixth, forced choice technique. Seven, behavior anchor rating scale or bars. 8, behavior observation scales or bars. So these are the techniques we can use in judgmental performance appraisal methods. Thank you for watching.